But we are not here for my drink. We are here to discuss the topic that is at hand, as you guys can see in the title of this video. So, first things first, I'm excited. It is January 1st, 2023. I don't know when y'all gonna see this video, but I am so excited that it is a new year. I feel like last year, business-wise, wasn't that great. It was very stagnant for me. But when it comes to my self-development and my growth, it has been tremendous. Like, my mindset it continues to shift. I'm all about shifting mindset because your results or your reality is based on your thoughts and your mind and your way of thinking. So if you ever want to change your life, you have to change your thoughts, which is changing your mindset. So I feel like all of last year, that was the one thing I really dedicated the most time towards. And it did take me away from my business a lot. But it was necessary for my own personal growth, because your business will only be as good as who you are personally. So I'm just thankful for growth. I'm thankful for all of the knowledge I received last year. And I'm just so excited to put everything I've learned into action and into good use this year. But anyways, this is not about me. I am here because I want to share with you all the one thing that I feel helped me tremendously last year, which is going to help me achieve all of my goals and desires faster. And I feel it's going to help you achieve your goals and your desires faster as well. And that one thing is going to be self-awareness. Now, what is self-awareness? I'm going to go ahead and pull up the dictionary definition. So, to be self-aware is to have conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. So, it's basically being aware of your true self, your true wants, your true desires, your true feelings, knowing who you are and what you want. Because the truth is, if you don't know where you want to go, how are you going to get there? It's like saying, oh, I want to travel, but you never pick the destination. So how are you going to travel here to me? Come see me. Yeah. How are you going to travel to Florida if you don't even know Florida is where you want to be? You're never going to get there. You're not going to know if you need to go south or north, east or west. You're going to be stuck. You're going to remain stagnant because you have no direction. You don't know where you need to go. And then the other portion of it is knowing where you are now. If you don't know where you are now, then how would you know you need to change? Because you don't know what you don't know. So how would you ever know to fix it? How would you ever know that what you're doing is wrong? How would you ever know if you're moving backwards if you don't know where you are now? And I feel like the awareness of that is huge, because you can't right your wrongs if you don't know right from wrong. You have to be educated. You got to attain that knowledge. But it first starts with the self-awareness. So back to me in last year, I don't know how I got to this point. I thank God, honestly, that I wake up with thoughts that I've never thought before. I know spiritual people like to call it downloads and, you know, stuff like that. But I think a lot. And I wonder a lot. and I question a lot. And in that process, I am asking God a lot. And one thing I always ask for is for guidance and direction, and that all information that I need to move forward, that it comes to me. So this is how I just wake up knowing that I need to work on something, or I wake up feeling like, oh, I should really work on this. So last year I had a lot of moments where I would stop in my tracks and be aware of my weaknesses. I'm asking God to help me become better so that my business can be better. And after I ask God and I go to sleep and I wake up, it's like, dang, I wake up and the thought on my mind is, you're not disciplined. And then it's like, dang, I'm not disciplined. I don't have a schedule. I don't have any set routines. I don't have a structured life. Dang, I'm not disciplined. So now that I have that awareness of self, I am aware that I am not disciplined. And I'm aware that I want my business to continue to grow. I want to be successful. I want to be less stressed. Those are my desires. Now that I'm aware of that, I can move forward. And that's exactly what I did. I moved forward and said, okay, I'm not disciplined. So what could help me? Well, knowledge. Knowledge is the second step. The first step is self-awareness. The second step is gaining the knowledge. Right? But before I continue with telling you guys my journey, right here, I want to say this is where people get stuck. This is where people get stuck. They might gain the awareness, but they don't realize they have a choice after they gain that awareness. So self-awareness, as the definition stated, is the conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. So for me, that is going to be being aware of your strengths and weaknesses, and being real about it, accepting it, not fully accepting it, but knowing like, this is where I am now. Right now, this is my weakness. This is what I'm struggling with, right? And then these are also my desires over here. So what a lot of people do, or where a lot of people go wrong, is they can identify with their weaknesses and in their areas that need improvement, but then they don't make the right choice. You either have a choice to live with it and accept it, or you have a choice to actually change and move forward. And a lot of people just live with it. So an example could be you saying you're not good at math, right? Oh, I'm not good at math. Math never been my best subject. I'm not a math girl. I'm an English girl. I'm a language arts girl. And instead of getting better at math because you know that's your weakness, you kind of live with that. You kind of settle with the fact that you're not good at it. So you become comfortable with living in that truth and settling in that truth. You know, like, oh, it's math, girl. Math ain't never been my best subject. It is what it is. I finished school though. I finished school, but it is what it is. And you kind of settle, and that's how a lot of people stay stuck. It's the same thing with settling in general. People will have the awareness that they hate their jobs, but instead of doing something and making a change so that they're doing the type of work and making the type of money that they want to make, they rather just say, hey, I really don't like my job, but at least I got a steady paycheck coming in. At least I got health insurance. You know, at least the bill's getting paid. I mean, it ain't that bad. It's like they make the choice to settle within that weakness, that struggle, that discomfort, the negativity, the negative energy, not living up to their fullest potential. They take that awareness and they make the choice to stay there. But if you want to be successful, if you want to go after your desires, if you want your dream life, if you want something, if you desire something, then it's going to require you to make a choice to get better. And that is what you have to do. But like I said, the first step is going to be your self-awareness. Awareness is a beautiful thing because you don't know what you don't know. It's kind of like the saying, common sense ain't common. Common sense isn't common. Because see, a lot of people think, when I think of common, I think of easy. I think of everyone, something that's easy, that everyone can do, that everyone should know. Like, it's common. It's gonna come easy. It's gonna flow. It's natural. And when it comes to success, a lot of people think it's gonna be easy. It's gonna flow. It's gonna be natural. It's just gonna come to them. So when I go back to last year, when I had the awareness that I lacked discipline, and I knew I lacked it for a very long time, but nothing changed. And the reason why nothing changed was because I took that awareness and then I thought that it was gonna come easy. Like I was gonna somehow wake up and not have a heavy workload and not have a busy schedule, and on one set morning when my schedule is free, I'm just gonna magically become disciplined, right? Like I was finding all these excuses for why I'm not disciplined. Oh, I'm a mother. Oh, I'm a business owner. Oh, I'm a girlfriend. Oh, I'm a friend. I'm a family member. Oh, I gotta cook dinner. Oh, I gotta schedule this. Oh, I gotta take my son to football practice, basketball practice. Oh, like the reason I was telling myself that I'm not disciplined is because I had so much going on. And I just magically thought that one day when I don't have a lot going on and a lot to do, that being disciplined would be an easy thing to do. It goes back to, if you don't know, you don't know. How can you do something? How can you accomplish something? How can you achieve something if you don't even know what it is? If you don't even know what steps you have to take in order to do it? If you don't even know the principles of it? If you don't even know, like, what I was doing, I was assuming. I made the assumption that discipline it dealt with me being so busy all of the time and me needing to have a schedule. I made the assumption that was what discipline was, and I never opened up a book on discipline. I never really sat down and researched and read articles on discipline. But I just made this assumption, right? And that's why they say common sense isn't common, because people make the assumption that, oh, this knowledge is common. Everybody knows this. People make the assumption of something when the reality is that assumption is wrong. So common sense is not common because you're assuming. The assumption is wrong, and you need to seek out that knowledge. You need to seek out that knowledge. But in order for you to seek out the knowledge, you got to be aware. So you got to be aware. And that is why I feel like awareness is truly your best friend. Because if you don't even know, if you never sat down and made a list of your strengths, your weaknesses, your wants and your desires, then how could you ever make a plan to move forward? How many of y'all have sat down and made a list specifically about your weaknesses and you wrote them all down? You accepted that you had that weakness and you decided that you're going to make a choice to gain the knowledge so that you can turn that weakness into a strength. And I feel like some of y'all gonna say y'all do that. But I want y'all to be real honest with yourself. You can lie to me all day. Lie to me all day. But if you want to see real growth, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be able to sit down and really uncover your weaknesses. Uncover your imposter syndrome. Uncover your fears. Really get down to the nitty gritty, right? Because this says self-awareness is a conscious knowledge of self. So you have to dig deep and really get to the bottom of who you are, what's hurting you, why you're holding yourself back. Why aren't you where you want to be in life? And sometimes that might require a little shadow work. That might require tapping into past traumas and experiences. You might need to have therapy, get you a therapist, someone that can walk you through that so you can uncover certain things, because you're going to need that awareness. And you're going to take that and make the necessary choices you need to get to where you are. And a lot of people can't even move because they just have no knowledge of what they're doing wrong. They can't see it. Some people, they have so many distractions in their life that they are just blinded to the obvious, right? There's people out there, because I know a lot of y'all are business owners. There are people out there that's just like, my content sucks, or I can't get any customers, I can't get any sales, I'm not making the type of money I want to make. They have a little bit of awareness, but they can't even see like the basic stuff. They can't even see that they're getting in their own way. Whether it's their fear that's holding them back, whether it's their beliefs that's holding them back. It could be the negative energy they putting out in the world and they don't understand. It's their karma holding them back. They don't understand it because they don't have that self-awareness. And we all know somebody out there like that. We all know somebody out there that is struggling. They're in a bad situation. And no matter what you tell them, you can give them all the advice. You can try to keep it real with them. But they don't see it. They don't want to accept it. Don't want to keep it real with themselves. And because of it, it's holding them back. We all know one person like that. I'm telling you, I know y'all got that one friend that's in that bad relationship with that one person. And they won't leave the relationship because they don't have the self-awareness. They're not keeping it real with themselves. They're refusing to see the truth about their situation. And until they see the truth about their situation and become self-aware, they cannot change and better their relationship. They can't leave that relationship. They can't get out of that relationship, and they can't thrive and do their own thing and be their own person and find somebody better. And it's because they're not aware, right? So I'm making this video basically to encourage you all to become more self-aware, to take the time out to get a journal and just start writing out your weaknesses. You can write out both your strengths and your weaknesses, but I feel like your weaknesses are the things you need to work on. So you're going to want to write down your weaknesses. You're going to want to write down your desires. And once you have that written down, the next step that you want to take is obtaining the knowledge that is necessary so that you can actually achieve those goals, and you can take the necessary steps you need to take in order to get everything done. Because like I said with my example, I wanted to be self-disciplined. I went wrong by making the assumption of what I thought it was. So I had to go out and I had to read books. I had to listen to audiobooks, and that is when my mind shift occurred. I ended up having an aha moment and realized what I have been doing wrong for years. Okay? All because I didn't have the information. And y'all know the quote, "My people will perish from a lack of knowledge." Knowledge is so powerful. And like, how could you change? First, you got to have that self-awareness. But how could you change if you don't have the knowledge and the tools necessary to change? And the beauty about today is that we have so many resources available and so many tools available and so many websites available and so many people on social media sharing information is readily available for us. We have access to it. We have the resources. They are there right in front of us. It's just a matter of making a choice to get the knowledge and to take it in. So once I obtained that knowledge, I had an aha moment, a light bulb went off, my mindset was able to shift. I was able to see what I was doing wrong. Now the next step, all I had to do was implement what I had learned. And now something that was a weakness is now becoming a strength, which is making me better and better and better. Just think about how much better you would be as a person when you actually start working on all of your weaknesses. When you turn your weaknesses into strengths, you end up being unstoppable. You end up having more confidence in yourself, more faith. Because knowledge is powerful. Not powerful because of what it can do for you, but also powerful because of what it instills in you. It gives you power. You feel better about yourself with the knowledge because you know what you're talking about. You know what you're going after. You're specific. You just know. And you're able to show up differently when you know. So that was my spiel, y'all. I love to talk. I could go on and on for hours. But I want to make these sit down chit chat videos, not too long but long enough. I hope this information has helped you all. Self-awareness is your best friend, and it's the one thing that's going to catapult, is that the word I want to say? It's the one thing that's really going to push you all the way forward this year, and it's going to really allow you to have an advantage, because a lot of people stuck and they don't even know they're stuck because they don't have the awareness to know they're stuck. Okay, and it's not really about getting ahead or being ahead of other people. It's just about being able to get and to become your true self and to live out your dreams quicker, because time is so precious. Time time is so precious, and we take advantage of it. Not take advantage of it, we take it for granted each and every day. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. I plan to do more videos like this soon, so if you like this video, definitely subscribe. I will see y'all next time, and have a good day.